You've just joined us here on teamfortress.tv. This is Admirable. I'm joined by Kaidus. We've got Sim on the camera, and we're here for the ETF2L Season 19 powered by TT Esports Premiership Week 6 fixture, previously wildcarded between eShock Esport and Übersexuals, formerly known as Main Call. We just saw Map 1 Granary go in favour of Übersexuals, and now it's on to Pro Viaduct. As it stands in the league standings, eShock still need those 2 points to get a tie going on for third place against BK, but if they can take all 3 points here, actually there is no golden cap points here on this map, so they need to win. They have to win this one.
What a map for it to be on as well. I mean, if you wanted a map for like your deciding map in any best of 3, maybe Viaduct is perhaps the most intense choice, and that's kind of the situation eShock find themselves in. Like they need this win or it's all over for them.
This is it, man.
It's no longer just a regular season game for them. This is like, you know, their grand final.
It's been a fairy tale story for them as well. Like, they didn't even make it into the Prem after being beaten by the mighty Cool Clan. But then they proceeded to make their way into this situation where they were within throwing distance, spin distance of the playoffs. But now it's all come down not to just one fixture, but to one map, Kaidus. Can you see it happening? Do you believe?
I think it's possible. I mean, if there's a map that teams are kind of likely to biff, like if you want to see like a not so strong team take on one of the big hitters, Viaduct's probably one of the maps that you could kind of predict an upset, just because it's like it's like these teams that are playing 3 nights a week or whatever. I know Minkle haven't played a whole lot in the last few weeks, but the teams that have really good coordination, all that sort of thing, it's all on 5CP. Like they spend their lives playing 5CP, and then they come up to Viaduct, which is of course Koth, and yeah, it can just throw a spanner in the works at times. I mean, I have really no idea how either team plays this map. I don't think I've seen any of them play it.
So I can tell you that. Oh wow, we're going live. But Ips is going to play Scout. Sam's going to snipe. That's their setup. They're going to play pretty passive most of the time and allow teams to come into Sam. But if eShock have a read on this, they might just go super aggressive. But they're rolling out from the side that's probably direct. No, Sam's actually in the wrong side here. Have they been watching his demos? So Sam's sniper line wasn't that great, but first frags have gone in favour of Übersexuals. Jeroso's trying to go forward here, and Rising's actually gone behind him. Is there a little bit of off-class action going on here, in fact? Is this the game where Kyler's going to pocket? Have I got it all wrong? Oh, Übersexuals put it here.
The soldier with black box.
Yeah, so this was something that was discussed. It's not really an off-class. Oh, Maryland's super weak there. Nico jumps over the fence but gets denied by the black box of Kyler. But yeah, we've definitely seen Ips switch from pocket to scout in the previous game, the one against, is it Planet Express? I forget. But like, this is their actual strategy. But Kyler playing Soda, that might be a little bit of fun, but I'm gonna go with it.
Call it for fun, having fun on Soda. See how it goes. Maryland's on demo.
Bod's gonna snipe here as well.
Maryland just got a pipe kill onto Hidan. I don't think that's something medics are known to do. Well, yeah, on medics, so we're literally seeing the full force of fucking about right now.
Oh, mate. They're winning right now.
They are.
Until they start losing, you can't say they're fucking about.
That's true, but my spider sense is tingling at the moment.
They're just going to experiment here. You know, they said if they won the first map, they would consider off-classing. Some people, you know, that can be like, take great offense at this. You can remember a previous ESEA season where a team off-classed and earned the ire of the community for some reason. But right now, it's anybody's game here. Hopefully eShock's, you know, is fluctuating. Right now, Uber popped off as Izzy goes forward, leading with D-Gun there. He jumps up and kills off Kyler, but Izzy won't survive. Has been picked off there right at the end. It's 5-on-5 here. The cap has changed hands though into eShock's side, so the clock is finally beginning to tick down. Dross is behind enemy lines here, going toe to toe with Kyler. Maryland's going to jump in very aggressively there to push him back. Doesn't connect with the stickies, but it seemed like Dross was going to respect Maryland's demo man ability, Kaidus.
Yeah, I mean, Maryland's a pretty talented all-round gamer. I mean, him on demo probably wouldn't be that out of place in a Prem team. Maybe not a top Prem team, but he's more than capable.
Yeah.
They do manage to retake the point as well, so The Ubers. Oh, Moon's gonna go down. I'm just singing so much praise. Not so much survivability on demo as medic so far, apparently.
No protection there, really. Oh, and a heavy weapons guy coming out from D-Gun. They're looking to turtle up a little bit. What?
He just
I didn't see it,
lobbed
mate.
a cannonball across the map and it just nailed War in the face. He was like
Double
in the choke
dunk?
point. I think it might have been. I'm not sure. I didn't get the sound effect, but I don't know. Do you get them in STV or not? I can't say I've witnessed a double
On
dunk in
the
STV.
kill feed, it says it was a crit kill or a mini crit, so it must have been a double dunk.
Oh, baby!
The magic shot there. I'll do the sound effect. Double dunked. No, I need to work on that one.
Keep on practicing.
Let's save that for a future cast. D-Gun still playing the heavy weapons guy here, trying to move forward. Ipsy dancing around in the red house. He's in onto the heavy. He's looking for some focused fire from his teammates, but they've all backed out here in this slightly bizarre game. There is a flank action from Nico, who sees Rising there protecting Warrior, who is playing medic here. I suppose I need to specify who's playing what class at every moment in this game. Heavy weapons guy D-Gun's going to get focused down. Drosu dancing around the rock there comes in and backstabs Miriam with that scatter gun. And 30 seconds left on the blue clock as Drosu makes the recap there for E-Shock, but still 2 minutes and 20 seconds before they will be crowned victors in this first round of the second map. And they need everything that they can as we go into a little pause here. They need to take the victory. Nothing else will do. Their options are limited.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I haven't really been able to get a foothold in this game, and like the back and forth has just been very messy so far. I mean, I guess it's to be expected with the switch up, but I don't know. E-Shock have the point now. They have, even Uber, so by all accounts, they should be able to get rid of at least 40 seconds in this next trade if nothing goes horribly wrong. So we'll be looking at kind of what was the clock on when it paused, like 150, 155.
I've got the clock right now was about 2 minutes around the 150 mark, yeah, but it's still ticking down for me in my head. But
yeah, there's a lot of miles to cover still in this round. But I mean, they're in control at the moment. They have the sniper setup, which is quite favourable for holding the point. Maybe not so much for pushing it unless you're really hitting. But I don't know.
I can figure this out. It says in this HUD, this beautiful status spec, that we've been paused for a minute and the clock is now 1:15, so I'm reckoning their time is 2:15 at the minute. I've just been messaged by Sideshow, that's why I was sort of bemused there. He says that he's being subbed in, that's what the pause is about, but I don't know if he's just trolling me. He said that for the last pause as well, but we'll see in 90 seconds, kaidus.
They're winning, so they have to find another way to just make it more challenging, shall we say. Yeah, we're on pause. Ball gets a headshot on Ibs. The scout's going to go down. My HUD's broken, but Merlin's got a frag and he's pressuring with Sticky. He's trying to get some presence on the point, just spamming at the moment, kind of playing the slow game. 5 guys apiece, spamming across the map. Uber's coming into play very soon as what he is about to hit is 100, which will equal Izzy's. So I'm not sure. Rising goes down. Don't know what class he's playing. It's a scout apparently. And the Ubers are being traded. Take it away.
Yeah, not really much time being put on the point there. Izzy's gonna run around and meet up with D-Gun there, but Ips is behind, gonna win that one-on-one with Nico and turn the head. Samsy catching D-Gun mid there, but Bod is now back with the scope and he's trying to find the angle. Samsy's gonna dome him though. Sniper on sniper action. Hedan goes down to Izzy, is just running through main here. Rising's going to give chase, but will run into a scout kind of beast, Nico. He's just lost back-to-back scout duels with both Ips and Rising. Samsy going to peek into spawn there and kill off Bod, who had spawned as soldier. And it looks like Übersexuals are going to secure this first round, and we may see Sideshow join momentarily.
Yeah, it looks like Izzy's asking for the pause, so I'm not sure what their problem is, but maybe they want to have a tactical discussion. This probably wasn't what they were expecting going into the game, so they kind of have to rethink their plans now. Like everything they assumed about main call, other than Sam on sniper, is probably a little bit different at the moment, as we are going for yet another mid-fight.
Sam's going to go cliffside this time, and it'll help because there's going to be 2 or 3 people directly in front of him. His first shot isn't going to claim a frag, but his second will as he domes Sedan. Demoman down right now for E-Shock, who I understand have been putting in a lot of time on this map, practicing furiously. Warrior, yeah, down as low as 20 there with that bomb in from D-Gun, but it does get denied. War survives. Medic still up here. Izzy survived through all that as well, but he wasn't really there, in the fight to contest with his team, so They have sacrificed the point, but they have managed to keep their medic up. They're going to have a charge here to push with, but they'll be coming up against the Wars. Wars actually slightly behind in this Uber race, but by the time they push, it's not even going to matter.
Yeah, this is going to be taking its toll on eShot now. I mean, they're getting, by all accounts, crushed at the moment, and they're playing against like quite a goofy lineup, so this got to kind of have an effect on their morale as things go on. They do get the Uber in, they get the pick on Maryland, but War still has his Uber in tow, so I'm not sure where he is. He's on the cliff alone. They're going to want to recontest, I think, with his Uber. He's popped on a scout, claims a frag on Degan, and they're going to keep control of the point, but can they clean up enough frags? I mean, Izzy's gone down, they're cleaning frags now. It's going to be a comfortable hold, I think. They're going to build an Uber advantage, so maybe we're going to see a suicide round from eShock or something like that.
Yeah, they're making just all the right moves here. Like, smart play from the scouts. A lot of scouts will be like flash with Uber and they'll be just running forward madly, but they just turn around, clean up those two guys behind, and make sure the threats have been eliminated here. War's trying to keep Maryland alive, who did force that Uber previously. He's now back on the feet. Kyler pretty weak here, but they're just baiting them into Sam. Sam up top is getting pressured hard by Bod. Drops off, and another rocket will finish him off. Bod is trying to contest with Kyler here. He's got Nico with some powerful focus fire there, and now Übersexuals find themselves very short-handed. They still have two scouts here, but they're up against an Uber disadvantage of about 40%, and they do not control the point, but they do have those favourable spawns. As a result, they're trying to move forward here slowly but surely. They're looking for the threats here. They bait it out the jump from Bod. He's getting wrecked. But in fact, Nico comes in and eliminates Ips there. He was the main threat. Bod does go down to Rising eventually. But still, Izzy has that charge. War isn't really building so much right now. He's now starting to build again. He's got about 80%. They're still looking for those frags. Any trade can be good in this situation because you have those spawns, but not really if you're not building Uber at the same time.
I was
just
nervous
wasting no time here, man.
Yeah, I was nervous for eShock for a moment because, I mean, War was quite deep in and they had a big advantage. I thought they might just want to opt to pop and claim a medic frag and then secure the point again, but they managed to hold nicely. Like, they've bought themselves enough time to almost even the clock, as Wahia now has his Uber and looks like they want to start pushing with their 6.
Ips and Rising trying to come in alone on the left. The heals are on the right side though for the blue team. War's moving across. He decides to pop off here onto Maryland. The counter Uber comes in from Izzy. Bod's going to move forward with that heavy weapons guy. D-Gun's trying to work his way around the flank, but gets denied by Samsy with a headshot. And now see eShock commit it onto the point here with a very slow heavy weapons guy. They can't really back out here. They have to stay and fight. They need to find these frags. They will lose Izzy as a result, but Sam is still sitting here with 3 range to pop off headshots. Nico's going to jump up and challenge him. Sam can't connect.
It's about time. They're giving Sam way too much space at the moment. I mean, I know they're playing this heavy style, but I mean, Sam's literally just sitting at the back taking shots as he pleases, and I think he's claimed a lot of frags so far. I mean, not that I've had the firmest grip on this game, but Sam's had a lot of influence that I think has been made too easy for him.
Yeah, I mean, heavy can be really effective if you're in control and you're winning, but whenever if you need a heavy to push, you know, you're like really asking a lot of him, especially against the sniper. It doesn't seem like the right concept, you know, when you think about how the TF2 classes counter each other. Right now though, we do the Übersexuals have retaken control of the point, but they're at a minute deficit here. They're actually behind. Kyler's going to step forward and find that frag onto Dro, so they've got good control of the choke point there. As Nico finds himself caught out to Maryland's stickies, the spam was good. D-Gun's just peeking there on the right side on the red perspective, but he's not going to bomb in there waiting for the respawns, and Bod's going to stay heavy here. No, he's switching to Soldier. I'm very happy. They're going cookie cutter here, Kaidus. They're just going to throw bodies at them, I think.
Yeah, I think we saw Board on Sniper with another player playing heavy, so maybe their plan was the heavy sniper, but I mean, I saw Sam get the better of Board on Sniper time and time again, so maybe just the simple fact that their sniper is being outplayed by the opposition sniper has kind of thrown a spanner in the works of their overall strategy. I'm not entirely sure as we do so another fight breakdown, Drosa going down, Dagon onto the, not Maryland, Warhair, and forces the pop. And it's looking okay? No, it's not looking okay. It's looking okay for Übersexuals, as they do maintain control of the point. Ubers are roughly even. Warhair with a nice arrow onto Nico, and the what are they called these days? The binds coming out. The binds.
Oh, that will be the Mind Games 1 there by Warhair, the Übersexuals medic. Yes, that's right, medic. If you just tuned in, a little bit of off-class action going on from Übersexuals, but they're currently 1-0 up, and the clock is ticking down in their favour. 20 seconds before they get a second round. D-Gun's jumping up, denies Sam. He's gone down as low as 50, whips out the shotgun, will finish him off, but he's on 6 himself. Maryland cleans up that frag. They have lost control of that point, but their next push could be the one to win here, but Izzy's about to get a charge of his own, even though his team are 2 down. Bod is super weak, jumping back. The scouts are low as well. Izzy's trying to heal somebody. He needs to get that charge. They're ready to push in here. War's in a good position to escape, but do they have time for the re-push? There's only 10 seconds left. They need
But Bord's in on War. He has a chance to...
They've capped.
Board has a chance here to seal it. If he can get this War frag, it's going to be vital. And I say seal it, but I don't think they're actually going to cap, are they? I don't know how they're throwing this away. They had such a good situation. They had a full Uber advantage as Mankle started this push, but they let them cap. They didn't come in. They were so desperate to get 100% before they even initiated a fight that they think they've thrown this round away. It's a complete throw. Not the kind we were expecting in this game. Like, they had that, really. They had that.
Yeah,
they were 100% on the cliff, but they let them cap and then they chased. They didn't get the frag onto War. And then I don't know, they didn't get the frag onto War, only Board chased, so I don't know what the hell the rest of them were doing with invincibility, not really using the most of it, as far as I can tell.
I was getting mightily confused there, because like no sign of whenever the caps change hands here. But yeah, Übersexuals do take that round. 2-0 as we go to the third middle, the off-classing Übersexuals schooling eShock so far. Drosu's going to give away first blood there. Sam with the body shot, but Nico into Kyler and Degon on to Samsy means it's pretty sketchy situation, but as I say that, Ibs comes in all the way to kill off Izzy whilst the War has survived, so even if they lose this point they will have a pretty hefty Uber advantage. Mirlan's alone on the left though, gonna get pressured hard by Degon. He's gone down, but with them losing control of the point, his spawn will be fairly prompt. He's gonna be back on the field in about 5 seconds, whilst it's gonna be 10 before Degon and Nico are back up. So here we see Übersexuals moving in straight away. They're gonna start to cap the point a little bit, but they know like they've got an opportunity here to just go and try and get all the frags first, then cap. And they've sent Kyler in deep to push them back. Didn't find a frag, but Bod and Drosa went down during that. It's sort of like an insurance policy, you know, you can go and take the fight and then cap, and if you lose the fight, well, you still spawn faster.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% Uber for Warrior at the moment, but it looks like, I'm not sure if they're buffing for a suicide. It looks like, yeah, they're buffing for a suicide. The combo's jumping, but he's actually committing to this fight. He's coming out. I'm not entirely sure what their plan is. They're just kind of moseying on in. The sniper's playing far back on China. I'm not sure. Is he really is committing to this fight? And this is bad because they've popped Uber now and they can just roll into them. Izzy kind of whiffs the surf and they're being chased hard. If Izzy goes down here, it's a real blow. But it looks like he's going to escape. That was a really nice play in the end. I mean, it was kind of risky. I didn't really see the merit in it to begin with, but the chasing from Mankle was just not quite up to scratch. I mean, he was within range, and ideally you want to get that medic frag in that situation. But not in a situation.
He's early here. He's coming out on that cliffside. Izzy popped on entry to the sort of main arena there from spawn. And as they come to the point, their Uber's already faded, but they've managed to engineer 2 frags with Bod on sniper. He's going to get Ips and Rising Sam to pick onto D-Gun there, but Droso also killed off Mirlan's no Demo Man there on the field, and they will be able to take that point, but they're about 30 seconds off the pace here. And already you see Übersexuals getting ready to push. They want to go in dry before the Ubers are up for 8 team, it seems, and Nico's going to gift them a frag there.
Yeah, Board up on the sniper, hits a headshot onto Samsy, so that's going to delay his peeking for these picks. But he's really been getting the better of Board so far. Board looks like he's going to go down to a soldier. Goes down to Kyler on the flank somewhere. So Sam again with free range, so just kind of spams shots onto this point now. Merlin taking position on the point. Sam with a headshot to Hidan, which is pretty much going to seal this fight for them. Merlin's going to cap it out. Going for the air shot, but not his day to day as Sam steals that one as well. And yeah, this round started okay for eShock, but it's slowly trickling away for them, and they desperately need it. This is the last round of their season potentially if they don't take it. Nico complaining about lag, but I think you got bigger problems on lag at the moment, buddy.
Yeah, I can say that eShock are very particular about the servers they play on, especially with Nico's connection or his ping. But right now it's just sort of the decision making of Übersexuals that is undoing eShock here. I've managed to take a 30-second lead right now, but eShock aren't going to go down easy. Nico and Droso coming forward with 2-3 frags between them. They will be able to retake the point here. Ips is dancing around up top on the cliff. He's looking for that frag onto Izzy, but does get focused down by just about everybody. Izzy getting credit for it.
Yeah, it was a cocky play there. I wouldn't say it was close, but it got closer than it ever should have done. But Izzy managed to save himself on this occasion.
Droso giving away a cheap one as Übersexuals move forward. They still have those fast spawns. They managed to get 3 frags here. You really shouldn't be losing that many players on a defense, or not that easily anyway. And you're going to see Hidan getting turned around by Ips there. He was just running circles around him, didn't know what to do. Izzy survives backside. to meet up with Droso, but that push was much easier than it should have been, I feel.
Yeah, the coordination for eShark went not so much in their pushes. Their pushes are, other than the odd weird pop, their pushes have been more effective than their holds. Their holds have really left a lot to be desired. They're nearly always going 1-2, sometimes even 3, as we just saw there down before the fight even begins. But pick onto Kylo and they're going to start pressuring the point. Uber's going to be even by the time everything breaks down. Izzy pops, they're chasing. But again, I don't think they're going to get anything with this chase. They're just going to have to settle for the point, I think.
Oh, look at Bod. He's gone all the way behind into spawn here. He's going to come right behind Sam now. His first rocket whiff. Sam doesn't even know he's there. He's got the option and War misses another one. Bod is just choking here. Somehow he does get War right at the very end there, but very uncharacteristic misses there from Bod as I almost swallow my own tongue, kaidus.
Yeah, I got the complete wrong end of that push as it happened. Watching the wrong guy at the wrong time. But yeah, there's a 1v1 going on. Nico finally getting the better of Rising. I think he's going to be a bit frustrated, but it's 10 seconds left on the clock for main core. I've completely missed the trick on this one. Choco got to go. They got to go now, and they got to win every fight for this map now, or they're out of it.
It's just dancing all over that rock. They just turning their heads as Maryland spamming out those stickies, pumping out the damage. Everybody's going to collapse around them here, and that's going to be a complete wipe there. There's still a bit of time on the point to decay, but I can't see eShark taking this one, and already we see players disconnecting from the server.
That was miserable, man. That was a piss poor display for eShark. I think it has to be said, I think they just got completely rattled. I mean, the first round, you're confused, you're like, what the hell's going on? They're using weird classes, but then when you actually lose to that, you lose to these guys that you've never seen play these classes in a serious game before, then it has to kind of weigh on your mind a little bit.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the logs real quick before we jump ahead and start talking to the players, but they're already flooding the mumble. Although it was a sort of one-sided game, just checking out the stats here, you can see Sam putting out 355 damage per minute on Sniper, a 4.0 kill assist to death ratio, not really getting pressured that hard. War doing a pretty good job, only dying 5 times on Medic, but in terms of your top damage, Maryland putting out 426 DPM. Decent.
Yeah, so we're going for that roster change, by the way, next season. I think it liberates us, frees our minds a bit.
kaidus, tell me your thoughts on these logs.
Well, yeah, Maryland putting out the damage, it's like kind of what you'd expect from a demo in a game as one-sided as this, but I mean, you got to give credit where it's due. These guys don't play these classes, but Sam on Sniper was probably the like, it stands out on the logs. You see a sniper that high up with a 4.0 KD, like, it really says something about what eShark were doing. I mean, Board was like trying to counter snipe, but I mean, he went 5 for 6 on Sniper, and if the logs told me how many times that Sam out-sniped him, I think it would be quite a lot
he killed
more.
me once on Sniper,
Yeah,
I think.
that's
and
what I
I
was
killed him 3
thinking.
times.
Yeah, I was thinking I saw Board kill you once, and I think that was the only time, and other than that, they had really no answer to you. They were just like, yeah, their hope was to out-snipe you, and if that didn't work, then they were fucked, and that was basically what we saw.
Let's draw a curtain down then on the game itself. If you